Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for your support of my channel. Thank you to all of my subscribers. It's growing. My channel is growing a little bit at a time, but thank you. There's like 418 people subscribing, which isn't a lot when you look at some channels have, 200,000 subscribers. That's never my intention. My intention is to connect with the kind of the cadre of the collective that I pick up on. And that could be 400, it could be 4, it could be 40, it could be 4,000, it could be 40,000. As long as I am in alignment with those who need to hear these messages, because if you're here, there's something for you. Okay, so thank you for being here. And thank you for your support. We are in the energy of the new moon in Aries. Okay, so we've had the spring equinox. We have Pluto changing signs. We have a lot of planets changing signs. We have a lot of planets in Aries. And the mantra is go for it. Go for it. This is brand new. Everything that we are experiencing right now in this energetic cycle is brand new energy. It's a brand new beginning. We have just the timing of everything it's just a new way of being. So please tap into that. I know my spiritual homework is, instead of going into the energy of reliving the past, recycling some old thoughts or experiences, I am trying to then, once I catch myself doing that, focus on what I'm grateful for. Like, oh gosh, I'm grateful for even the smallest little things. That is the easiest way to shift your energy, to raise your vibration. So it's really, really important that we do that. And I cannot stress that enough. It is really, really important that we, light workers, and particularly those that hear my messages, focus on what we're grateful for and be very centered and grounded. Yoga helps. Breathing helps. Not like just breathing to stay alive, but breathing is a practice. Eating clean, healthy foods. In fact, I cleaned out my pantry, on my organization channel, and I realized I don't have any processed foods. Everything I have is either baking or seasoning, but I don't have any processed foods in my pantry. I have a very small pantry. All the foods that I have are fresh in my refrigerator, and I don't have any processed foods. I have gradually made that shift to where I'm aware now that I'm eating healthy foods that are grown in the light or grown in the soil, and I just I don't have any processed foods. And I'm proud of that. I didn't realize it, but I have slowly shifted into fresh and just as close to natural as possible foods. And I feel the difference. So that being said, there's a message in there for somebody. If you've been struggling with that, keep going, because this message means you're on the right track. Even if you can see that little buggy back here, right there, that's full of herbs that I'm going to plant today. So I'm going to have all fresh, organically grown herbs. It's just a thing I've been transitioning to, and I didn't realize it. I really just didn't realize it until I cleaned out the pantry, and I'm like, gosh, I don't have any boxes of food. I have tea, I have baking stuff, I have herb seasonings. 34, Layla. This is, by the way, this is a twin flame reading. I always do twin flames on Tuesday to check in with the collective. It's interesting. It's just the divine feminine energy is very detached from the twin flame. dependency, the codependency. We've evolved beyond that, so that kind of shakes things up a little bit, and it's almost like a shift of the power dynamic from, it almost feels like the Divine Feminine has become more of a controlled runner. So the card I got was the 34 card, the Layla card. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover. Be mindless. Become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame. Become fearless. Be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover and live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk. Become drunk. Be careful. No DUIs, please. Your thought takes a course dragging you in its wake. Move beyond the thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it with like a comb. Be a comb. Those are the words of Rumi. So the message is, you are moving through a period of not knowing of time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place that the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognized. It must happen under the cover of darkness, only when trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, this is the way of life, and it must be honored. Okay, so the new moon is a time when we plant seeds, because that is in the cover of the darkness. We plant the seeds under the darkness of the ground. This is planting seeds for our new garden. This is planting seeds for a new earth, the new humanity. But it's also planting seeds for a new vibration in the twin flame connection. Let's pull some from the Lover's Oracle and see what comes through. This is just like a surrender to this time. We are just entering this new moon in Aries, the sun going into Aries. This is time to go for it. Plant those damn seeds. Whatever you've been harboring in your heart, plant them. If there's a truth that needs to be spoken, speak it. If there's a love that needs to be expressed, express it. If there's gratitude for something to be given, give it. But at the same time, plant those seeds within you. Plant those, the seeds of hope and trust, success and honor, integrity, belief, the potential for miracles. All that was impossible is now possible. So whatever seeds that you put on the shelf because planting them would not have been fruitful, plant them. The idea that you've been cultivating for a long, long time within you, starting a shop or a business or maybe a tarot channel. Maybe you're going to learn something new. I'm going to learn to golf. Whatever you've been putting off because you just didn't believe it was possible, those are the seeds to plant right now. All right, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. You know what is right for you. Plant that seed. Start that business. Take some action steps. Go for it. Go for it. Whatever it is, just go for it. Just, take some small steps to bring it to fruition, whatever was the impossibility in your life. If it was you wanted to go back to school, check out some enrollment for the spring semester. If you wanted to learn a new skill, look at lessons. I'm hearing somebody wants to learn to be an artist. Somebody has always wanted to paint. Find somebody. Go to one of those paint with me sessions. Oh, we have passion. Oh my. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. When you're in that energy of cultivating joy and newness, you are magnetic. If you are cultivating gratitude and appreciation, if you're noticing synchronicities and saying, thank you for the guidance, you are magnetic. And what happens when you're magnetic? It's amazing. The twin flame card comes out on the twin flame reading. Passion and twin flames, passion ignited. This is your power. The divine feminine is now in her own power and is now focusing on co-creating the life that she's always wanted with the assistance of the divine. And there is one thing that each of us has always wanted to try. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's you wanted to learn how to skydive. Whatever it is that you have it's been harbored in your soul for so long, it is now time to go for it. There is a reason, a purpose for that longing. Let me move these back so you can see them. Move my table back a little. That might help. Okay. So that's just the instruction we've been given for quite a while now, that it's just, this is the time. This is the time to make the impossible a possibility and planting those seeds. All right, I'm going to pull for the divine masculine, which is going to be the sacred traveler, and then I'm going to pull for the divine feminine, which is going to be the sacred forest. We saw yesterday, it is the wise woman in the grove. All right, well, we have two. We have wise leader, you are the beacon for others. And that there's this desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan, even though you are on it seems to be a desolate path. You are being led. And remember that in yesterday's reading, the divine masculine reading, he was going to reach out to the wisdom of the divine feminine to help guide him to his divine destiny, because he's starting to not understand some of the spiritual stuff. He knows that the divine feminine is spiritual, has a spiritual understanding. So now he's like, I need someone to explain this to me, because he feels he's on a desolate path because no one around him is spiritual. We saw that in yesterday's reading, so you may want to check that out. Let's pull some tarot for that. We'll use the Secrets of the Tarot. Wise leader, desert passage. Definitely a divine feminine. She is the beacon. Her energy is the light, lighting the way for others, particularly your twin flame, because here they are. The divine plan is becoming obvious. It is being revealed in this new energy. Okay, we have justice, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Two of Pentacles for the divine masculine. Justice to me could be something that, it's an 11 card, which is twin flame number for me, but it can be balance being restored to the connection, because for a long time the divine feminine has kind of detached from the connection, and it feels as though that was creating an imbalance in the energy, and now she feels as though she's she's able to manage the energy better, so she's not avoiding it as much. But let's read what it says. It says, legal situation or document, police finding out the truth in the matter affecting the balance. Could be legal document being divorce. Justice can be the legal system. Could be something that is being signed or being agreed upon. I'm a little concerned about the police when we were reading Rumi's words about being drunk. With the drunks, don't drink and drive. No DUIs. It happens. Finding out the truth in a matter. A truth is being revealed. It feels as though that is going to, this struggling and juggling. They know it. They just didn't want to believe it. See that 5 of Swords? That's self-sabotage. Not wanting to face that truth. Not wanting to say, this person cheated on me, or this person's been hoarding money, or this person's lied to me. They haven't wanted to see it, but they've known it. So they've been struggling and juggling. And then once there's a definitive proof, that's it, the ending. Definitive proof is being given to the Divine Masculine about a situation. Here we have the Knight of Wands. It says important letter. Knight of Wands is somebody that takes impulsive action. So again, there's just this energy of somebody either going out and, maybe celebrating the ending of something, or possibly trying to avoid something, or to cover up some wounding or some hurt, maybe imbibing too much. Be very careful. Don't do something impulsive. Think through this next energy very, very carefully, particularly this week. Remember, this is the week of shock and awe. The planetary alignment is off the charts. The energy is going to be just wickedly intense. Think through this week carefully. Divine Masculine, they are at risk of doing something impulsive. Maybe they get served with divorce papers. Maybe they get served with a bankruptcy or a legal action. Maybe they're being sued for something. They may go out and overindulge. And if this is your Divine Masculine energy within you, be aware. Be aware. I mean, let's not complicate our lives with something more legally problematic, okay? Let's make the agreement. Pinky promise with me right now. No drinking and driving. Yes. I worry about you all sometimes. Okay, let's see what's going on with Divine Feminine. This is going to be the Sacred Forest. This is the Wise Woman in the Grove. Gosh, my hair is so windblown. Sorry. It is like super, super windy here. Winter Spirit, manifesting dreams. That cannot be the more perfect card. The Divine Feminine is all about now doing what makes her happy. Embracing her life fully. Manifesting that dream, that impossible dream. To dream the impossible dream, to live the what are the words to the song? To dream the impossible dream, to right the impossible wrong. Priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So I'm going to tell you right now, the Divine Feminine is manifesting from a place of self-love. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But each has their own priorities. Right now, the Divine Feminine's priority is doing what makes her happy, cultivating joy, being balanced, being grounded, really manifesting her impossible dream. Divine Masculine is taking the priority of of trying to navigate through this legal issue. There is a legal matter. We have 2 cards of documents being served. So that's the priority for him. And there is a potential, and I know this to be true because, lo and behold, as I was standing at my window yesterday, the appropriate timing, divine timing, my divine masculine drove by. It was unmistakable him. Now, I live way out in the country. That wasn't a coincidence. And it wasn't a coincidence. I just happened to be standing in front of the window to see it. Right after I had gotten home from doing some shopping. So it was almost like a confirmation that they're looking for answers. Yeah, there's the answers right there. There's that truth that the divine feminine holds about what the hell, the shaking up of the divine masculine spiritual belief system, and being that source of knowledge, the wisdom, the spiritual wisdom the divine feminine has, is very alluring to the divine masculine right now, because the energy, if we're struggling with it, when we have a spiritual understanding of the zodiac and the astrology and our houses and how all of this shit affects us, imagine what somebody is going through with none of that knowledge. It's like being pummeled out of the blue by energy that you don't understand, that is breaking you open from the inside out. Underneath we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very diligent. So as this truth is expressed, and this may be a truth that you share that changes what this is connected to, this truth over here, the truth that he needed to hear. Maybe you have some wisdom or some knowledge about something going on in his life that you're like, yeah, I saw it coming. Yeah, I tried to tell you. Yeah, here's the Four of Pentacles now. This is fear, resistance, clinging to, trying to maintain stability. I want to know more about that, because that's not the divine feminine's energy. It feels like maybe she's holding back the truth, though. Maybe she's holding back the truth. What's this about? What is this truth that the divine feminine holds that is relevant to the divine masculine, please, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is somebody being in their sovereignty. Somebody being alone, independent, self-reliant, not dependent on somebody else's situation. So this kind of came out in the challenged position. However, it does feel like, I think maybe there needs to be some support. Here's that Six of Cups and the Star. Yeah. Oh, look underneath that, the Devil. Okay. Whatever was toxic in the connection is now done. Whatever was toxic in your connection is now done. Whatever the divine feminine is aligned in truth, that gives her power. That is her power. And when you have truth and power, your personal power, that is passion. Your passion is ignited, which is making you magnetic. Do you see how this is all kind of, there's a little energetic trail of information here, how it all starts to tie together, how this is all now coming into alignment. With Pluto changing signs, if there's a situation that you're struggling with, if there's a situation that is struggling, This is make or break time. It's either going to survive or it's going to wither. This is Seven of Wands. This is that being of stand your ground. Now, I'm getting a lot of information. I'm trying to convey it as logically as I can without getting into fragments. There is a temptation to go back into the old energy of the connection where you relinquish your power and your sovereignty and go back into codependency or narcissistic victimization or attachment or insecurities. There is an energy wanting to pull you back into that. Stand in your truth and in your power. Don't succumb to that by relinquishing your success, what you've done so far in the work, back into that old energy. Okay, I heard more about the divine masculine, please. I heard it. I heard you say it. All right, let's just do bottom of the deck. King of Swords. Be decisive. Use your discernment. If you feel like you're getting sucked back in and you're not ready for it, stay out. Just pull back. But you're ready. You're ready for it. You're ready to confront whatever it was in this relationship that was an impossibility. That you were like, okay, you were justifying releasing the connection because of the impossibility of something in the connection. Well, that whatever was impossible is now possible. So you may need to reframe your thinking about that justification. That was a direct download. Sorry. The Sun card just popped out. Divine masculine energy. Four of Swords. More stability. Okay, so from when I see this Sun card, I'm seeing this, it's almost like the Six of Wands, but there's a young child. So this is like somebody saying, okay, now I'm overcoming. I haven't quite overcome it yet, but I'm beginning the initiation phase of overcoming whatever the situation is. Three of Pentacles and Strength. 2, 3, 4, 5. Improvements underway, but delays around it. This Strength card says inner strength in confrontation with yourself or someone else. And this partnership is a confrontation with a partner. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So this is the impossible. Okay, so for if your divine masculine was married or in a committed relationship or was overburdened by a partnership at work, a job, maybe they were moonlighting, maybe they were, had a side hustle that was just taking all of their time. Whatever you thought they weren't going to give up, they're giving up. Whatever you thought was the blockage for the impossibility that made it impossible. That blockage is being removed. It's time for divine alignment with the divine destiny. So there may be a consult with the divine feminine, like, hey, this is my situation. Can I get your opinion? Or this just feels wrong. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to do this. I need to get myself out of this situation, but I have no idea. Because rationally, it makes sense for me to stay here. But for some reason, there's something in my soul that's telling me it's time to go. You're spiritual. Do you understand what that means? How do I get my head around this? That's a conversation that's coming for some of you. I think that was what the intention of the conversation was yesterday. Because there was absolutely no other reason why that happened. Okay? Manifest your dreams, divine feminine, because through your planting seeds, manifesting your impossible dream, you have become very magnetic. And this is setting on a chain of events in divine timing that is this Wheel of Fortune. The alignment with your divine destiny as twins. All right, friends. Let me know how it goes.